أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. The topic of this short talk is about the first 10 days of Zul-hijjah. Time of Hajj is here, people going to Hajj, making Hajj. And the month of Hajj, the first 10 days of the month of Hajj, Allah has given a lot of reward, blessings, for those who can afford to use them in the right way. Of course, the first 10 days has a day that is the most important day in there. What is this day called? The day of Arafat, when the pilgrims are going to Arafat to stand there and pray to Allah and ask Allah for His forgiveness, those who went to Hajj. For those who didn't go to Hajj, alhamdulillah, Allah has said in Surah Fajr, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Wal Fajr wal layalin ashr wa shafi wal watr wal layli idha yasr hal fi dhalika qasamul lidhi hijr. That means Allah is talking, scholars have agreed, Allah is saying that these are the most beloved 10 days that Allah loves for everybody to do good deeds. The best deeds that Allah loves in these 10 days. It's very important for those who can afford it to do a lot of good deeds. What are some of these good deeds? Example, fasting within these 10 days. If you can fast, alhamdulillah. If you can fast them all, some of them, alhamdulillah. But the most important of them, make sure you fast, which is the day of Arafat. It is said, if you fast on that day, Allah would forgive your last year's sins and next year's sins. And also, after fasting, there are other good deeds you could do. Slaughter, for instance, during the time of Eid. Slaughtering and distributing the meat and eating some of the meat yourself, your family, and to the poor and needy to help them. That's another good deed you can do. Also, what is another good deed you could do? Takbirat. A lot of us have forgotten this sunnah. Alayhi salatu wasalam told us he used to do this sunnah, which is very important for every Muslim. It is said, Ibn Abbas, Abu Huraira released that the Prophet ﷺ said, there are no days more loved to Allah for you to worship Him therein than the 10 days of Zul-hijjah. Fasting any day during it is equivalent to fasting 1 year, and to offer Salatul Tahajjud, late night prayer during one of its nights, is like performing the late night prayer on the night of power, Laylatul Qadr. This is related by Tirmidhi, Ibn Majah, and Al-Bayhaqi. So, for Muslims, any time Allah gives us a chance to improve our lifestyle, to give us mercy, to help us on the Day of Judgment, we have to make good use of them instead of sitting there idly or doing something else or not doing it. Also, it is recommended to congratulate one another on the day of Eid. Jabir ibn Nafi reports, when the companions of the Prophet ﷺ met each other on the day of Eid, they would say to each other, Taqabbal minna wa minka. That means, may Allah accept it from us and you. So, it's very important for us to do that. We have to read the takbirat all the time during the day of Eid. It is sunnah to pronounce the takbirat on the Eid concerning the Eid of breaking the fast, for instance. Also, Al-Bukhari recorded during Umar's stay at Mina, he would say takbirat in his tent so loud that the people in the mosque would hear it and they would start doing it. The people in the marketplace would do the same, and all of Mina would resound with the takbirat. If you're going to slaughter, what is very important for us to know, udhiyah or kurbani, slaughtering a lamb or anything that you have to slaughter, make sure you do not clip your nails or cut your hair until after you have slaughtered the day of Eid. That's when you are allowed to cut your nail or clip your hair. That's very, very important. It is a sunnah from the Prophet ﷺ. We need to revive this sunnah, or we need to use it so that when we revive them or use them, we get more reward. Because most of us don't remember this kind of sunnah. So in a few days, we're going to do the slaughtering. It is highly recommended for you to go to the farm and pick out the animal. Good, strong, healthy animal and do the slaughtering yourself. That's the sunnah that is really emphasized. Some people would take the money and send it to some country, to do the slaughtering for them. But what is really required, is you yourself do the slaughtering. It is not a matter of helping the poor people. It is the act itself that is important, to choose the animal and slaughter yourself, and then get some of the meat. That's very important. Brothers and sisters, I hope this will help. Allah will accept this from me, forgive me, my parents, and forgive all the believing Muslims who are alive and who are dead. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.